All right, I made a new piece to get it tighter and in a position, and I had to lower it down all the stuff. But so I got all my pieces in here. But fuck, it's not sticking. Like, what the fuck? I got 6 magnets on this damn thing, and I was like, why the fuck isn't this thing sticking? Oh yeah, I got no magnets in it yet. Fuck. All right, here is the front cover floor with all the little pieces of metal and all the magnets that are actually installed now. So it only took 2 test fits because I had to break all these off because I had a little piece of wood that was glued to here for the height as a guide. And I went to go adjust it and everything snapped off. I was like, okay, well, that doesn't work. So took them off, reinstalled them. Had to redo this one because it was kind of off, but now we are all in and level. Just slightly higher now. God damn it. But all this work into keeping it level, and it's freaking slightly higher. But it's all in, and it actually snaps down in there. And so now we'll start taking all these off and getting them painted. All right, and here is the finished, well, not finished, but finished on the surface black floors. All done, all fitted. So this side is just magnets. So I have to reach back here in order to pop off this side. Then I can get underneath this one. Then I can get underneath this one. And it's hard. It's hard to do it with one hand. But yeah, so there. And I'm surprised at how well this turned out because this is just wood. And you can see where I screwed up the bottom, but I'm not worried about it. Nobody's gonna see it unless I take it off and show it to people. Oh, this is where I screwed up. But the surface was really good. I was surprised at how well it turned out for just sanding it down and using a couple coats of filler primer and some black paint, flat black paint. So there's where this is where the batteries are gonna go, is down inside here. I have my access for my fuel, and then I have the access for the turbine battery. So, and these are all done down with magnets and got little pieces of wood on in here and some metal. And I got little holder chingies thingies on here so I can hold this stuff on. Come on, get in there. Get in a position, damn it. That one. And then this one. It's nice to just kind of snap into place. Really snug. And of course, I'm already screwing up the paint. And that one. And there we have it. And then this side has the magnets, but the other side has screws. So because I won't need to get into this side, I decided I'm gonna screw this one down and just put some nice screws in here. And then we'll work on getting the walls done after Helicopter Scale Masters. Now we gotta work on getting that thing cleaned up so I can use that for bucket work for HSM. All right. And here was the front one, all finished. Nice and neat, done, ready to go. And yeah, this is the only thing that I am disappointed with, which I'm sure it will wear out and get all weird, but you see the streaks of painting it. And this is like 3 coats of black, 2 coats of primer and whatnot. So this is what happens when you use a lid for a rattle bomb can to hold it up off of the table when you're painting it. The overspray gets underneath there as you're doing it. But it's nice and smooth, you know. That is the surface of just plain ass wood. Sanded down with 320 with a little sander down there, and call it good. This is the battery cover, which will be the floor of the cockpit, which is going to be an interesting little build because I have to get into this part. Well, this is the whole cockpit, seats and the dash and all that stuff. Oh, God, this is going to be a pain in the ass. And I got the 1/8" little square tube things in here. And I think that looks much better. That's going to be way better, closer to the scale size on here. So we'll get those built up, made up, painted up, and ready to ship off down to HSM. Yeah, okay, we got them all in. And I got all the pieces glued together like they're supposed to be. So there's a square, and then there's a little piece underneath the flange that is used for riveting it down on the full size. So that is where we're at. We're going to put some paint on it tonight, let it dry overnight, and then we're going to get it installed tomorrow. Yeah, right. All fucked up and everything. So I got them all in, got them super glued, and I swear this flat black paint, when super glue touches it and something is on it, it don't move ever again. You can see where I screwed up and got some stuff. But for the most part, it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. They're even aligned, but you can see that they are, cockeyed. And I was even using a ruler to set them up with. I was like, what the hell? Some of them are crooked, some of them aren't. Ugh, frustrating as hell. But from here, it looks just fine. And from over here, it looks just fine. So now what I found out is that, this front compartment is where I have my batteries. And I was like, okay, this is the most important. I can't. I got to take this section off. So I got to pop this off, slide this back. That gives me access to the fuel. And then I can take this one off because you can see it's snug. It's really tight. And I can't get the stinking thing out. Hopefully it's not glued. Ugh. Come on, you piece of shit. So I've had to do some sanding on these to get them back down. Oh, that's what it was. It was slightly glued. You can see the shiny part of the glue there. Because this one here didn't stick right at the very end, so I was having to put a little bit of glue on there. So it glued a little bit. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Because I'm using super glue and all this other shit, all this CA. So there we go. The floor is done. I'm done fucking with this thing, and I'm going to go to HSM.